Welcome guys. Today we are making some healthy recipe of laddu. It's a dry fruit laddu with atta, like whole wheat flour. I'm using a multigrain flour. These laddus are like good for diabetic people and people with heart conditions. So I have roasted all these dry fruits, which you can see here. I have like almonds here. I have cashews. I have walnuts. These are figs actually, and we have like cut them in pieces, small pieces, and I have flax seeds powder and cardamom powder, and I have some dates which I have just put on little flame for just like making it softer. And I have roasted all these dry fruits, just dry roast, and I have roasted the whole wheat flour as well. And now what we're gonna do is we are just gonna grind all these dry fruits together to make a little paste. So I'm using my grinder for making all this into a paste. So I'm just gonna put the almonds first because they will be a little hard and it might take a little more time for these almonds. So I'm just gonna grind them a little bit before we grind other stuff. So let's just do this. I'm gonna add other dry fruits in this one now. I wanted all these dry fruits to be in the powder form so that the kids can also eat these. And so I'm gonna put all these things, and these are approximately, all the dry fruits are around 150 grams. So I'm using these and the figs, which are finely chopped and then roasted, dry roasted. And then I'm just gonna grind them to make it a smooth paste. I'm going to add the dates as well in this one, which I have already roasted. So I'm just gonna add them as well. And if you want, you can add more of walnuts because walnuts have a lot of oil in them. So that will be good for the laddus too. So you can just add them more if you want. So it's almost like crushed powder. So as you can see, these are like little powder, not very, not fully powder, but they are just like powder. So I don't add sugar in these laddus normally, just because to keep them more healthier. So I'm just gonna add this one, and if you want to tie the laddus, if you want, you can add a little bit of ghee, like maybe 2 or 3 tablespoons or maybe 4 tablespoons. And if you want, you can add a little bit of sugar, maybe a couple of tablespoons if you want. I don't add any sugar in these ones, just to keep them more healthier. So if you want, you can add them. So now I have my flax seeds powder and little cardamom as well. So I'm gonna just add this as well, and cardamom powder as well. So I'm just gonna add this. So as you see, you can feel the oil in this one. So it's the natural oil from all these dry fruits. So most probably we won't need any additional ghee or sugar. Sugar is up to you. If you want a little more sweeter, you can add them. So let's do this. So all the sweetness is from the dried figs and the dates, which are really good for health as well, with a lot of iron, calcium, and all the dry fruits, as you know. This is the part which might take little time because you have to mix them thoroughly, properly, so that all the powder, the wheat flour, that's properly mixed with the dry fruits, and then it will be easier for you to make the laddus. If you feel there is, as I mentioned earlier, if you feel it's a little dry, you can always add more walnuts, because walnut have lots of like natural oil in that, so you can add them. Okay, so I'm gonna add the flax seeds powder as well now. The flax seeds powder, like I'm using the powder form of that. If you want, you can get the whole one as well, and you can just dry roast them and then you can powder it. I'm using this one so that it's easier, the powder. I just dry roasted the powder as well, just to make it a little warm. So once you do this, now as you see, like if we make it, so now we have our laddus ready. They're a little quicker as well. You can just make in like maybe half an hour's time. So these laddus are ready to eat, and enjoy these laddus. And if you have any questions, you can always write to me, and please do like it if you like them. Thank you and have a nice day.